In a luxury rooftop restaurant in downtown Chicago, a quiet black waitress named Amara serves a private table. The guest? A feared Korean underworld figure known only as Mr. Kang. Two security guards stand near the exit. Amara freezes. They're speaking Russian. Not English. Not Korean. Russian. And she understands every word. One whispers, "The bomb is under the rear axle. Once he starts the engine, it's over." Amara drops the wine glass. Mr. Kang stands to leave. She looks at him and makes a choice that could get her killed. Cliffhanger. She runs toward him and whispers, "Don't get in that car." The bodyguards immediately grab her. One slaps her to the floor. Mr. Kang turns slowly. Calm, cold, deadly. He asks, "Why shouldn't I?" Amara's voice shakes. "The men near the door. They're not yours. They're Russian. There's a bomb under your car." Silence. The Russian guards reach for their weapons. Mr. Kang smiles. Cliffhanger. He says one word in Korean, and his real security team emerges from the shadows. Gunfire explodes inside the restaurant. Customers scream. The Russian imposters are taken down, but one escapes through the back stairwell. Mr. Kang orders, "Bring the car." They check it. Under the rear axle, a magnetic explosive device, military grade. Amara was right. Mr. Kang looks at her differently now. Not as a waitress, as an asset. Cliffhanger. He asks her, "How do you understand Russian?" Amara reveals, her father was a dock worker who worked with Eastern European cargo ships. She grew up around Russian sailors. She learned the language by listening. But that's not the real secret. She whispers, "They mentioned a second target." Mr. Kang's eyes narrow. "Who?" She hesitates, then says, "Your younger brother." Cliffhanger. Mr. Kang's expression changes for the first time. Fear. They trace the bomb source. It wasn't random. It was organized. Ordered by a Russian crime syndicate connected to the Solntsevskaya Bratva. But here's the twist. The intel leak came from inside Mr. Kang's organization. Someone close. Very close. Amara receives a threatening text on her phone. "You should have stayed silent." Cliffhanger. A sniper laser dot appears on her chest. Mr. Kang pulls her down just as the shot fires. Glass shatters. Chaos erupts again. He takes her with him into his armored convoy. He tells her, "You saved my life. Now you're part of this war." She replies, "I didn't do it for you." He asks, "Then why?" She answers, "Because I know what Russians do to families." Cliffhanger. Mr. Kang realizes she has a past with them. Deep inside Mr. Kang's penthouse, we discover Amara isn't just a waitress. Her father was executed by a Russian crime boss years ago. She's been tracking their movements ever since, working quietly, watching, listening. Tonight wasn't coincidence, it was opportunity. Cliffhanger. She already knows the name of the Russian commander behind the hit. Mr. Kang declares war, but he does something unexpected. He appoints Amara as his intelligence translator. The men don't respect her. They underestimate her. Big mistake. She intercepts coded Russian calls, exposes hidden moles, outsmarts trained assassins. Cliffhanger. She uncovers proof. The betrayal inside Kang's circle is his most trusted advisor. The advisor is confronted. He admits, the Russians paid double. He tries to shoot Amara. Mr. Kang shoots him first, without hesitation, then turns to Amara and says, "You warned me not to get in that car." Pause. "Now I'm telling you, don't walk away from this." Cliffhanger. She doesn't walk away. She steps forward. Final showdown at the docks. Russian reinforcements arrive. Amara pretends to negotiate, in fluent Russian. She tricks them into revealing their location. Mr. Kang's forces surround them. Explosions, gunfire, chaos. When it's over, Mr. Kang hands her a black envelope. Inside, ownership documents. He says, "You don't serve tables anymore." She asks, "What am I now?" He replies, "Untouchable." Final shot. She walks past the same restaurant. This time, guards open the door for her. 3 days after the dock massacre. A warehouse belonging to Mr. Kang explodes. 20 men dead. A message burned into the concrete wall. You chose war. The signature? A wolf insignia tied to the Solnsevskaya Bratva. Mr. Kang doesn't rage. He turns to Amara. Find me their ghost. Cliffhanger. Amara already knows who the ghost is. The mastermind behind the attacks. Viktor Sokolov, ex-military, strategic, ruthless, connected to the Bratva's European network. Amara translates intercepted Russian chatter. She hears something chilling. Phase 2 begins when the brother travels. Mr. Kang's younger brother is scheduled to fly to Busan tomorrow. Cliffhanger. Amara realizes the plane is the real target. At the private airstrip, Amara notices a maintenance crew speaking Russian. She understands every word. They sabotage the hydraulic system. She pulls Mr. Kang's brother off the jet minutes before takeoff. The plane explodes midair. The world believes it was a tragic accident, but now it's personal. Cliffhanger. Victor sends a video message directly to Amara. The message plays. Victor speaks calmly in Russian. You're wasted with Kang. Work for us, or we erase you the way we erased your father. Mr. Kang watches her face, waiting. She switches to fluent Russian and replies, You should have killed me when I was a waitress. Cliffhanger. Victor smiles on screen. He wanted her angry. War drains money. Men grow nervous. Some of Kang's lieutenants blame Amara. She brought this war. A quiet coup brews inside the organization. Amara intercepts coded Korean messages. Someone plans to hand her over to the Russians. Cliffhanger. The traitor isn't a lieutenant. It's Kang's cousin. The cousin arranges a fake peace meeting. Location? An abandoned steel factory. Amara knows it's a trap, but she tells Kang to accept it. Let them think we're desperate. Inside the factory, snipers wait, explosives wired. But Amara planted false intel in Russian channels. Victor's men walk into an ambush instead. The steel factory becomes a battlefield. Cliffhanger. Victor escapes again, but someone else doesn't. In the chaos, Amara is taken. Not by Russians, by Kang's own cousin. He trades her location to Victor for protection. She wakes up tied to a chair in a freezing warehouse. Victor stands in front of her. He says, You're the only reason this war hurts. Cliffhanger. She laughs. Amara reveals something shocking. She fed both sides misinformation. While Victor thought he was hunting Kang, law enforcement was quietly tracking Russian shipments. She anonymously tipped off authorities about Bratva financial routes linked to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Victor's European assets are frozen, his money bleeding. He realizes she's not just playing mafia chess. She's collapsing his empire. Cliffhanger. Gunshots erupt outside the warehouse. Mr. Kang storms the warehouse. Brutal firefight. Kang kills his own cousin without hesitation. But Victor? Gone. Again. Outside. Kang looks at Amara differently now. Not as an asset, not as a weapon. As something more dangerous. Equal. Cliffhanger. Amara receives encrypted Russian coordinates. Victor is inviting her alone. Final confrontation. Abandoned port at night. Victor waits with explosives wired to cargo containers. He tells her, Kill Kang, join me, end the war. She steps closer, switches to Russian. You still don't understand. Kang's forces surround the docks. Amara triggered a location tracker in Victor's own device hours ago. This was never his meeting. It was hers. Explosions light the harbor. Victor is finally cornered. As he kneels, Kang offers her the gun. She hesitates. This is the man who killed her father. She pulls the trigger. War ends. Final scene. Back in the rooftop restaurant months later. Amara sits at the head of the table. Men wait for her orders. Mr. Kang stands beside her. Not above. Not in front. Beside. Fade out. The war is over. The Russians are gone. Victor is dead. The docks are quiet. Inside the penthouse, city lights flicker across the glass walls. Mr. Kang pours 2 glasses of whiskey. He hands one to Amara. You changed everything, he says softly. She doesn't smile. He steps closer. You saved my brother. You saved me. Without you, I'd be dead. Silence. She finally speaks. Not yet. A faint click echoes in the room. Kang looks down. There's blood spreading through his white shirt. He touches his side. Confused. Behind him, one of his own guards lowers a silenced pistol. Kang slowly turns back to her. You? Her eyes don't shake. You said I was part of the war, she whispers. I didn't join it. She steps closer as he weakens. I built it. Flash cuts. The cousin's betrayal? She planted the doubt. The Russian intel leak? She redirected it. The law enforcement tip? Timed perfectly. Every move calculated. Kang drops to his knees. You used me. She kneels in front of him. No, she says softly. I replaced you. He exhales one final breath. Gone. The guard who shot him kneels before her. Then another. Then another. Within seconds, every armed man in the penthouse is on one knee, waiting. She walks to the head of the long black table, the same table she once served drinks at months ago. She sits, crosses her legs, the city skyline glowing behind her like a crown. One of the men asks quietly, "What are your orders?" Queen. She looks out over the city, cold, untouchable. Expand. Cut to black, no music, just silence.